Hello, my name is Chris, and today I'd like to do something a little different. You see, I woke up this morning and I had this overwhelming urge that I had to, oh my goodness, I need to go and let people know that whatever you are going through right now, no matter how bad the pain is that you're experiencing, not only will it pass, not only is it going to be okay, but, spoiler alert, on the other side of this pain, there is something magical, something beautiful, something far better than you've ever experienced before. And that, the pain that you're going through could be anything. It could be you are dealing with depression, with anxiety, with mental health. It could be, a lot of my videos have been about addiction, about quitting smoking, about stopping drinking. It could be that you're having struggles in that area. It could just be that you're having a crappy time. Let's face it, lots of us have lots of crappy times. But there's something I need you to know. That's at the time, the bad time, the struggle, the pain that you are going through right now is not for nothing. And it is not because the universe is a terrible place that is cruel to you and wants to destroy you. It's because the universe is preparing you for something bigger, something better, something magical, something beautiful. You are growing, you are changing, you are transforming, you are getting ready for the next phase in your journey. Last night I got home late and I was in a bit of a reflective mood. I got one of my journals out from last year and I realised that it was this time last year that I went through the worst bout of depression I have ever been through in my entire life. I've spoken a lot about depression in the past. I made 2 big long videos about my history with depression. I'll put the white card up there that goes boop boop, or it might be that side, boop boop. You can click that if you want to watch that video about my battle with depression. I need you to know, however, that the period of depression I had last year was worse than all of my other periods of depression put together. I would wake up around dinner time, around lunchtime, and every time I would wake up around lunchtime wondering if today was the day that I was going to throw a noose around my neck and hang myself from a tree. Every day started like that. And every day I didn't even have the energy to commit suicide. So I would spend the rest of my day on my sofa, in the dark with the curtains drawn, the lights off, stuffing junk food into my face, gaining weight, being lazy, falling asleep, not doing any work, feeling so low that I just couldn't move. I felt despair, I felt dread, I felt terrible. And I didn't know how that pain was going to end, if the pain was ever going to end. I felt like this is it, this is the end, this is how it ends. But as all bad times do, this one passed and I emerged into something better, something more magical, something beautiful, which for me this time around was a sense of clarity and a sense of purpose about where I was going and what I wanted to do with my life. I started thinking about changing careers. I started making my regular YouTube videos about quitting smoking, etc. And just when I thought that I'd grown and I'd changed and I'd developed as much as I could, boom, I was hit with the next thing. One of my best friends passed away, 2 of my grandparents passed away. I got into a bunch of financial troubles because I hadn't been working during my depression. So all my money ran out and yeah. And again I hit a low point and I just could not see a way out. I was in so much pain, I was grieving, I was just crying all the time. I didn't know what I was going to do. As all bad times do, this one passed. And yet again I have emerged from my darkness at a higher level. It's a level higher than when I went in. And I am once again experiencing that magic, that beauty, that growth that comes from emerging from bad times, from pain, from darkness. Feel better than ever, doing more exercise, spending more time outdoors. I am changing career. I went back to school. I'm training to become a qualified counsellor. So I realise now that even the period of depression from this time last year was my body shutting down, recharging, building up my energy so that I would have the energy to focus on what I need to do now, to do all the things that I need to do now. And it's not an isolated incident. I can look back right from being bullied as a child to dealing with a drink problem and alcoholism as an adult to depression to all kinds of things, and see that each one taught me something. And what it taught me is that when you go through a bad period, when you go through pain, when you go through struggles, when something comes along that knocks you on your arse, it is preparing you for the next phase of your journey, the next good thing to come along. Think about the first time that you experience pain like you're experiencing now. It doesn't have to be the same set of circumstances. It could be a different set of circumstances, but there's still that sense of pain, that sense of despair, that sense of, oh my God, this is the worst thing that's ever happened and I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. Didn't there come a time when you emerged from that and you were changed and you were different? You may not have even noticed the change within yourself, but you know that life changed for you when you emerged from that. Maybe you emerged and the magic and the beauty that came for you was a change in career, a change in job, a change in home. Maybe it was that you met somebody who, had a big influence on your life, a romantic partner, a friend, a mentor. It could have been something good came from it, magic and beauty came from it, and your life was different. Or maybe the way that the darkness changed you, the way that the darkness helped you to grow, to be prepared, was that it made you stronger. It gave you a sense of inner calm and inner wisdom and inner strength, so that you could either face the next challenge that came along easily, just breeze through it, or it was so that you could meet somebody who needed your help and you were able to help them because you had this new strength, this new calm, this new experience from your last period of pain. That's what is happening now. If you're going through something, you are not being knocked on your arse for no reason. You are being knocked on your arse so that you can grow. I like to think about, I read somewhere that there is no one flower on this earth that is in bloom all year round. Flowers bloom and they look beautiful and they're magnificent and they make people happy, and then they wither away, they go back into the earth, and then eventually they blossom again, and they're even more beautiful than they were before the last time. That's what happens when we go through struggles. That's what happens when we go through pain. We are changing, we will emerge from that bigger, better, brighter, more beautiful than ever. And it's all well and good me saying this. You're sat there now thinking, yeah, but Chris, this is different. Because the pain that I am experiencing right now is the worst pain that I've ever been through in my entire life. And I'm not going to dispute that. I know what that feels like. I have been at a position where I thought this is the most pain I have ever experienced in my entire life. But wasn't there a time before that, the last thing you went down through, wasn't that the worst thing at the time? And you thought, oh my God, this is terrible and I'm never going to get through this. And again, I'm not disputing that. At the time, that was the worst pain you had ever experienced. But you grew because of that, and now you're able to take this pain that will lead you to something better. And again, didn't you emerge from that pain changed, better, stronger? And again, it's all good for me to say this. You're like, but I don't know what the thing is. What am I going to blossom into? What is the magic? What is the beauty that I'm going to experience when I do eventually emerge from this? You don't always have to know. In fact, sometimes I believe it's not even possible to know. One of the greatest things that I ever heard, someone talking about a caterpillar. And the caterpillar eventually transitions and emerges as a beautiful butterfly. But it doesn't know that that's what's going to happen to it. It goes into its cocoon, and it doesn't go in thinking, this is wonderful, I'm becoming a butterfly, this is really good, this is exciting. It goes into that cocoon, it starts to change, and it goes, oh my God, what is this? This is terrifying, this is scary, this is painful. Exactly like what we're going through now, whether it's depression, struggles, whatever. The caterpillar's going, I hate this, I really don't like this, make it stop, make it stop. And then it emerges and it becomes this beautiful, magical butterfly. And it is only from that position of being the butterfly that it's able to look back and say, okay, I needed to go through that painful, traumatic experience in order to reach the magic and beauty that I have now. That is what is happening when we go through things that knock us on our arse. Whether it's depression, whether it's mental health struggles, whether it's addiction, whether it is just a crappy time. Good things are coming. And if I can ask anything of you, it's to trust that that's the case and to hold on in there. I appreciate that it is easier said than done because I've been there and I've been through it. But magical, beautiful, better things are on the horizon for you. And if there's anything I can do to help get you to those things, reach out. I will hold your hand. We will get through this together. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, you'd like to hear me talk more about these things, about things like addictions and recovery, please subscribe. The little button is down there. If you just enjoyed this video and you want to like and share it, I would really appreciate it, especially if you think someone could benefit from this message. That's all I've got today. Thank you.